So yeah, Driver Talk, episode 3 with guest star Brie.
Hey y'all.
So we were talking the other day about the new favorite driver thing. Have you seen that?
Did you get that on?
Yeah, I did. I got favorited once. I was like, I didn't even know you could do that.
It's
That's
new.
actually
It's
really
new. It's
cool.
totally new. It's totally new.
They've been. I appreciate that because it's like I got kicked off one time the app because I was, to be fair, I was missing my mirror, my side mirror. And it pissed me off because so I picked up this girl and I don't want to like, I'm not even going to say like she was not like who she was as a person, but like she gets in the car and it's like really early in the morning, and this was like the end of last year, so it was cold still, you know. And she goes, "Can you roll the windows down?" And I was like, "Roll the windows down? What? Why?" And she's like, "It smells like weed in here."
That's funny.
You're not her favorite driver.
I was like, "Oh shit! Oh shit!" So like right then in my head, I was like, "Dude, go around the block and drop her off. Like, you know this is gonna be trouble."
Yeah.
And I didn't. So yeah. So anyway, she ended up going to Intel. I took her to Intel, and then like right after that, I get a message like, "You have to like you've been banned from the app." Like, so she called me in because she was mad that they're like, and the AI people on the lift were like, the passenger said that you smelled like marijuana and stuff like that, and I was like, no, like I was like a previous passenger who smelled like weed got out of the car and left the smell in the car probably, like, you know, it was typical. Yeah. Because honestly, I hadn't been really smoking weed. Like,
because
you never smoke in your car.
You
I
don't
my
can't
car.
smoke in your car. Well, you shouldn't.
I've also had that happen.
To be fair, it was probably in my beard because I like smoked earlier in the day before I left the house or whatever.
And I guess to people who don't smoke, it's sensitive because I was ratted out one time too that my car smelled like weed. And I did the same thing. It could have been me. It could have been my purse. I usually have
that's what I was thinking,
in my purse.
Yeah.
If you carry it, that could absolutely happen. So when I drive, I try not to have it on my person, which is a pain in the ass.
I like smoking on my way home after I'm done because I'm like sick of people and I'm ready to just like relax.
You just reminded me too. This one night, I picked up these drunk guys, and I had just bought weed at like Cookies. And it was in my centerpiece, and I didn't. And the guy gets in. He's like, "It smells like pot in here." I was like, "Oh wow, that's some strong weed." I haven't even opened that.
Cookies
I was like, "Hell yes!"
Cookies.
I haven't even opened that shit yet. It's still in like the airtight container.
And you probably had a nose for it too, because I know I do. I get people to be like, "Oh, do you have weed in your pocket?" Like a dog. I'm like, "Do you have weed in your pocket?" Oh my god, is that
strong
cookies?
marijuana
Like,
you got there? Yeah.
See, and I always notice it, but I don't say anything, and it's so funny because when it's on me, I can't tell.
No, of course not.
You know,
We
but
smell
you
like
know
it
is because of the way people look at you and stuff. You're like, dang, I must reek because people are looking at me crazy. But
those gummies that I used to get from you, I would eat all day, just like. Because I didn't want to smoke in my car, but I just sit and pop.
That's just dangerous,
boom,
though.
Boom. I know that's
the problem.
There was a couple times that I'm like, I can't do another ride. I'm done. I'm tapping out right now.
Here's the thing, too.
That's why I don't do edibles during the day.
That's why I've stopped.
I will pass
That's why
out. I don't need help.
to stop.
I'm like,
I have told riders this before. I'm like, you should be thankful I smoke pot because if not, I'd be murdering people.
Road raging on the 25.
Right.
I'm sure that they appreciate that.
Right.
Oh my god.
That you're not murdering
You should be thankful that I have weed because if I didn't have it, I would be killing people.
Have you driven in Albuquerque for God's sakes?
You're lucky it makes me too lazy to go after these fuckers. I get offended when you turn on your signal and have the audacity to get in their lane.
I know, right?
The disrespect. I'm sorry I stole your road.
It's that way everywhere. I drove in LA before here, and it was like, it's like, me getting in your lane is not an affront to your entire existence.
I'm not trying to attack you,
dude. It's
sir.
like we have to share the roads. Like I have to get in somewhere, fuck.
I feel like everyone in Albuquerque slept through merging.
Yeah.
You know what? And I stopped using my signal because I swear people are just mean for no reason. As soon as I turn on my signal, we play this stupid game.
That's
where
so
you're slowing
LA.
Down and speeding up and speeding up and slowing down.
That's proof that California is moving to Albuquerque. Yeah.
Do you guys know this joke? Do you guys know what this is? It's a right turn signal in Albuquerque.
That because you use it and you get like people literally fight you and are
That's
like,
true.
absolutely not. I'm not letting you in my lane. And
Turk signals
It's
are
crazy.
a sign of weakness in Albuquerque.
yeah,
It's that way anywhere.
Oh, I'm glad to hear
So
that.
ridiculous.
This guy said it so well, and you guys will probably appreciate this more because you're from here originally. He goes, and he was an Albuquerque native. He goes, Albuquerque has 2 speeds: completely insane and overly cautious.
Well, I always say that Albuquerque drivers are either going 5 miles under the speed limit or 60 miles over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
like
no, that's the same as what you just
Same
said,
thing,
but
yeah.
different. Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's crazy too because like I liken it to like LA has crazy, like it's the center of crazy, like
Yeah,
it's
LA
Hollywood.
is the center of crazy.
But also like Albuquerque has its own level of crazy.
No. We're
and it's-
Albuquerque for a
It's
reason.
and here it's more Wild West crazy. It's like
It is,
like it's
yeah.
like fucking like
It is.
Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome crazy here.
The accuracy
You're not
is
wrong.
terrifying.
You know the old saying, like, the keep Austin weird?
Yeah.
Here in Albuquerque, people would be like, keep Albuquerque would be like, bro, who you calling weird, bro?
Yeah.
You know?
Why would you say that?
Because it's a different
Right,
yeah.
exactly, totally. What are you weird, bro?
It's like
you don't understand.
the amount of- also,
It's
the
not
amount
weird,
of
we're
people-
misunderstood.
The amount of people with no license plate here is truly like
It's
scary.
the red
And
light
insurance.
cameras.
That's
and I'm,
scary.
I'm not
Oh, I
gonna
know, I
I'm
know.
not gonna lie. They be tempting me to join in that crew.
Oh,
because
totally.
Those red light cameras are freaking outrageous.
They're
I
terrible.
got 2 tickets in 1 month,
I just ignore them.
and I get so frustrated because I'm like, it's expensive enough to drive.
Yeah.
Between gas,
It's a
between
tax. It's a
like
tax.
everything, and
tax.
it is just outrageous.
That's how they get. That's how they get you here. Because California gets you in. They rape you in every other way. Like, seriously,
The registration,
No,
3
they do
times
that
higher.
too, though.
Registration in
They
LA is
have red
3
light
times higher
cameras,
than here.
too.
I got a speeding ticket here in Corrales one night. $40. I was like, $40? Oh, fuck! Thank you. In
LA?
California, $400.
Well,
They'll
you know
fucking-
what? It's
yeah.
worse if you're like a CDL driver. My cousin
Yeah.
got a red light camera, and it was $900 because
Here's the thing.
it's double
CDL.
Here's the
if
thing.
you
though.
have a CDL.
Here's the thing, though.
Wow.
Because when I was married, we used to go to Phoenix a lot, and Phoenix was like ahead of the curve on this whole like we hire contractors to set up fake cameras to fucking get you, and they had it was a total speed trap. There was this one interchange where you get off the 10 freeway, I think it was like the 51 or something. It was like some freeway in Arizona, and as soon as I get off, I think I had cruise control on, so it's like 75, like cruising, just like doing the speed limit. I get onto this merge and I'm just cruise control still going. All of a sudden it's like paparazzi, like cha 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 cha, like cameras
Yep.
going off.
Yep.
And I'm like, what the hell? I get a ticket in the mail, like at my house in California, like a week later, from these speeding camera tickets. And so I did some research, and they're like, listen, if they don't serve this ticket to you, like they can't prove you got it. So just ignore it. They're like, responding to that is an admission of guilt.
Right.
So as long as you just pretend you never got it, they really can't do anything unless they serve you that ticket. Like a cop, when you get a speeding ticket, a cop gave you that ticket. So they're
Right.
signing off. Like they know you got the ticket. But with those, it's usually a contractor. It's a third party that's not actually...
Interesting, because I get one of those every time I've
Yep.
gone. Every single time I've
Every
been in
time I go
Arizona.
to effing Rio Rancho, ooh, they piss me off.
And so that's...
and
here
the
it's the same
ride
thing.
share place
Yeah.
we work for. Once you're there, you're stuck.
I know.
I hate getting stuck in Rio Rancho.
Oh
You
my
know what?
God.
I struggle. You have 10 seconds to make a decision, and every time it's Rio Rancho, I'm like, oh, do I
God.
want to be?
That's
Because
me
I either end
too.
up stuck
I feel
there,
that so
or
well.
it
That's so
sends
And
me
funny.
to
it's counting
Bernalillo,
down, and you're like,
and then I drop somebody off, and it's like, cool, just chill, and I'm like, I fucking
I'm
hate
glad
you.
I'm not alone on that.
"Ah!"
Hate being-
Like,
You know what though? I shouldn't even have shouldn't even be driving because I have always hated going to Rio Rancho.
Here's what you do though. Here's what you do.
It's
Pro
ridiculous.
tip. You get a ride to Rio Rancho. As you're driving, set last ride. So then you drop the person off and the app shuts off. Then do filter back to Albuquerque. So
Yeah.
then you only get rides that are going back to
Back to
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque.
Yeah.
That's
Once
a good
That
idea.
is smart.
That's what
really
I do
smart.
a lot because I'm like I am not fucking staying.
Do
out
you
here.
use the range? They keep you in the range.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
you know, it
I'll do
depends.
that.
Some days I try to like only drive during the day, and now with us having to drive people to their medical appointments, it's so busy during the day that I don't even really have
That's
time
all you
to
do
like
during
set
the
any
day.
filters.
Is totally medical all day.
Yeah, and I actually really like it because I'm kind of nervous about driving at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
don't like to
personally
either.
have never had like a scary ride.
I have
haven't
had a
any-
scary. A
They're
scary
pretty
ride
good
down the
about
road.
safety. They have to be super good about safety. And we were talking about last week about the guy who got shot,
The
Yeah.
Uber
the
driver.
Uber driver who got shot here.
So sad.
And it's
That
like
is so sad.
we were liking it to like flying on a plane in a plane crash. It's like so many millions and millions of rides happen every day, and then, like that one thing is going to be amplified in people's minds because it's like the one terrible
That's
fucking.
horrible.
Well, and
right.
because it happened locally,
Yeah,
right? I think
right,
it
right.
totally hits
I
different
mean, that shit
when you
happens
hear
all over the
about
place.
shit everywhere else. But
Right.
when it's in your hometown, that it hits
So
different.
I remember when Uber first started back in like 2013. It was early 2010s, and I worked with these people in Hollywood. And there's this girl Kathleen, because my perspective is a male perspective. Like I'm like no one's fucking with me. I'm like,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
different when you're a woman or like.
Absolutely.
So true.
But it was funny because we were talking about this was Uber back in like remember like when it was first kicking off 2013. And Kathleen was like, I won't ride that because like someone got raped or something by an Uber driver.
Right.
Yeah, like early on there was like a big, and I was like, wait a minute though, how many people get raped by cab drivers? And so we like looked up the statistic, and it was crazy. It was like
Way more.
so many
Way
people. So I was
more.
like, yeah. So it's like it's
It's a thing.
yeah. It's like you can't really. It's the risk is there no matter what. Like you have to
No,
like.
it's true.
You can't let that kind of fear monger shit. It's like, yeah, of course, maybe someone was raped in Uber, then look at cabs. Like, you'll take
Yeah.
cabs without a problem.
Without thinking it twice.
Absolutely. And even, me just riding during the day doesn't guarantee my safety.
No.
Totally.
But to me, it makes me feel better. It helps me stay vigilant and attentive,
Yeah.
and it keeps me in a public area regardless of where I am,
There's-
because during the day people are more out.
And the thing is, too, is they're pretty good at filtering people.
Yeah.
Like, if you, like, all you have to do, like, if you get a weird rider even,
And you put
you
one.
just, like, yeah,
Like,
ra-
yeah,
like
like
a
when
couple
you
of
rate-
those,
we
and they're
rate 'em,
out.
they're
They're
out.
out the system. Like, they're
I need to
like,
keep
no.
that in mind because I always just give people fives. But my one scary ride, so the dude was drunk. I had picked him up from his house, drove him to the liquor store, drove him back to his house. So on the way back, he starts asking me if I'm packing and if I'm nervous to be driving this late as a female, and blah blah. I totally lied. Told him I was packing. Totally told him I wasn't afraid
Yeah.
to use it, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't get him out of his car, so we get back and there was no other rides coming in. So I finally lied to him and told him, "Hey, I have another ride, dude. You need to get out." So then 2-3 weeks later, I was driving during the day. Dude gets in from a swimming pool, soaking wet, fucks up my back seat because he's like totally wet. And then and then it's always about my name. He's like, I think I drove with you before, and it was the dude. And I go, yeah, I dropped you off at your house the other night. And he goes, oh, we went and got liquor. Was I an asshole? And I was like, yeah, a little bit. He's like, all right, I'm sorry. And I'm like, and you're just getting my seat wet. So that's the only person I've ever given
Like
a low
rating
rating
to,
to, and I gave it to him. So maybe he's
So
out.
here's something I'll ask you guys about eating in your car. There's been a couple times
I
when
hate it.
I don't like I tell people, but like there's been a couple times people did it and I didn't know, and like then they'll get out and I'll get home later. Like I gave them 5 stars, but they fucking like I have to clean their mess up because
they left a French fry that's gonna stink for the rest of the day,
or they just like this one guy like ate like a fucking funnel cake.
Oh, wow.
In my back
God.
seat, like after the fair, and just like there was just crumbs and shit like all over the seats and the floor, and like powder.
I'd
from
be
powder.
so pissed because my interior's black.
Yeah,
Mine
That
too.
pissed me off.
right. And I gave the guy 5 stars too because I didn't notice until
Yeah.
I pulled because you're getting rides, you don't have time to like. So I should have.
Or
I guess
don't think about it.
you can go back and change it too. Like if you go back into your ride
If you
history,
can remember which dude it is.
if you can
Yeah.
remember which ride it is.
I don't
but-
even try. 'cause
I don't
know.
either, man. I
That's-
used to.
A woman left her ID in my car the other night. Like
Yeah,
her,
you told me that.
she hasn't claimed it yet, and I even sent her a message through the app. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's
I
this
don't know how to
ride.
do all that. I'm so bad.
Yeah,
Like somebody left their AirPod case. Like when I thought I remembered who it was, and I tried to contact him through the app, but it didn't.
I have like a phone right there that's this girl left in, and I knew who it was, but I was like, hey, can you guys send a message out to all my
Sure.
rides yesterday, saying like someone left a phone and to claim it, and
I'm gonna turn this book upside
The-
down too. Just
I got an
right there,
AI
just so it
with-
shows the
Perfect.
title.
Thank you. I know.
I got the AI response. Though,
I was going to talk about that too.
All right, cool. I was going to just turn it so I had showed the title. But...
Look, guys, I got a signed copy. And you don't. I'm just kidding. And I also have the
That's going to get us banned from YouTube.
I know that's what's going to get... No.
Like,
it got me banned from Meta.
It's official, and it has this cute little stamp that's like textured at the bottom.
So yeah, check out my book. It's going to be on Audible next week. Thanks, Lisa Neuron, for doing it.
Make sure you check it out. The DW Play.
Yeah. Once the Audible comes out, if you can send me a copy of it, I can start helping you make shorts.
So she picked. There's always a sample that you can put on everything. You know what I mean? And I haven't listened to what the sample is yet, but I'm excited to. And I asked her about me doing the author's note, and she said she already did it. So it's done.
Very cool.
Yeah. So it's not the author's note is not in my voice, which is what my sister recommended, but it's still my words. The author's note.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but yeah, it comes. She wasn't supposed to have it done until my birthday, which is the end of the month, and it is done early, and we're in the process of reviewing it right now, and it should be out next week, maybe even on my dad's birthday. It was my dad who actually inspired this book on his deathbed.
Okay.
Yeah, he told me. Did I ever tell you the story?
No.
So he beta read my book Trials and Tribulations of Modesty Green while he was in hospice, while he was dying, and so we were sitting there talking about it and stuff, and I told him, yeah, I want to write a book in every genre. And he said, well, when you write a Western, be sure to tell the world how the West was really won. It was the Mormons. And so then we got to talking about how I'd want it from the women's point of view. And he kind of laughed. He goes, well, there's a lot of them to choose from, because Brigham Young had so many wives. Yeah. And so that was where the story originated. And he died in 18. And so it's been 7 years since that conversation probably happened in early 18. Modesty Green came out on Harriet Tubman's birthday, which was March 10th of 18. Mm-hmm. So it was probably really early in the year of that year because he was still cognitive enough to read and talk about what he was reading about. But yeah, my dad was the one who actually inspired the Brigham's Brides.
Very cool. Yeah. Good job bringing his story to life.
Yeah, it's going to be a 3-part series next year. The next one's going to be called The Road to Zion, and the last one's going to be called Deseret.
And it's interesting because I've heard about the Mormon religion like a lot, but I don't personally know any. And of course, we talked about how what I probably heard wasn't either accurate or maybe even not, but it wasn't very nice, most of it. Some of it was. There's a lot of positive things that the Mormons do, and the way they do business is amazing.
They're business
so I'm really
people, and that's where Brigham Young really shined. Like I've heard a lot of people are kind of on me because I made Brigham Young kind of a dick. But I think in real life he probably was because he was a shrewd businessman. Sure. He did things that other people didn't like. You can't be soft.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You can't be nice and then also undercut somebody.
All these things that he accomplished.
Yeah.
And so I've set him up and so that's the biggest complaint about the book is I've made Brigham kind of an asshole.
A heel,
yeah.
But he was, I'm sure.
Kind of.
One of the things that shocked me, like I loved those Ken Burns documentaries, and there's one. My favorite one is The West, and there's a big thing in there about Sutter's Mill. And that was the Mormons. That's how business savvy they were. They're like, oh, people are down there digging for gold. Well, they're going to need shovels.
Yep. They made more money.
Went down there.
Those people made more money. The prostitutes made more money.
Yeah.
The people that made Levi jeans made more money.
The other story I took from that was really interesting was about how the Chinese outworked everyone and would work on holidays and Sundays and stuff. And so they tried to pass laws to fuck over the Chinese people, but the Chinese people were the ones who really made out well because they were willing to just work their asses off every fucking day, nonstop without a break,
Yep.
It was interesting.
I took a prostitute tour. It was a red light district tour in Alaska for the gold rush, and it was interesting because the women made a shit ton of money there. Yeah. But they were making laws about you couldn't stand topless in the window you had, so they made a law that you had to have curtains, so they made these short curtains to cover their face, but it would still show their tits, and so they were still complying to the law, but still showing the wares, you know what I'm saying?
It's so funny how prostitution is one of those things that it's been around since the Bible. Grow the fuck up and accept that it's a reality and deal with it. Do you know who Laura Ingraham is? The Fox News.
Yeah, the
blonde
blonde girl.
So she had a tweet. There's this account on Twitter called Retard Finder, and
there is not.
Totally is. It's so funny.
Oh
it's
my
like,
God.
and they just it retweets people and goes found one, and it retweeted her, and her tweet said, "Marijuana is the most dangerous drug in America right now." Or cannabis. I think it was cannabis. It was like cannabis is the most
marijuana.
And he the Retard Finder account had retweeted her, and it said found one, with that tweet. And so I was like, oh, I gotta follow the Retard Finder, of course.
That's hilarious. Of course.
But anyway, the point about it I was getting to with all that is like with the prostitutes, like grow the fuck up. Like it's not gonna just go away because you don't like it. Like, you have to fucking deal with it. Like, prostitution, pot, like, whatever. Alcohol. You're going to make alcohol illegal now, too. Like,
right.
You can't do
it.
In
Hamburg, there's a street that you can not go on unless you're a male over 18. Because if you're a female, you are for sale. Like, if you're on this street. So women, and then like you're like, oh, what if I want to be with another woman? Oh, there's another place over here you can be with another. But not this street. Right. Because it's the original red light district from Hamburg.
Right. The red light district in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah. It's a thing.
I drove a guy one time. And I love to get people talking.
I do too.
This guy was like going off about the red light district in Amsterdam. He gave me the whole. He's like, yeah, I go there all the time now. He's like, I fucking go there like once a year. Wow. I was like, holy shit, dude. He was telling me all about it. I was just like, wow.
Well, I told my husband if he wanted to go in, he would. I'm like, you can go. I'll stay here because there's a little pub right on the end, and so I'm like, I'll stay in the pub. I swear to God, the bartenders were the original bartenders from fucking 300 years. They were like all these old, decrepit fucking.
Yeah. Well, one of the points Bill Maher used to always make that I thought was so valid about Muslim terrorists is like it's all stems from sexual repression. Like, look at their culture. Like, women are like they have to. That's fucking. That made me think of Bill Burr when he was talking about doing the Riyadh thing. He's like, I did a joke with the Arabs. I was like, I can tell like the hot Muslim chicks have their eye slot down a little further, And he said like they all laughed at that. Like,
I laughed at it.
Yeah, that's a good joke. That's a good joke.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's the whole thing is like just back to the like grow the fuck up. Let's be adults about this shit. Like it's not gonna go away. You can't. This childish mentality, like, oh, pot's the most dangerous thing. Oh, fuck you.
It's like the human experience too. Like I think a lot of us are missing the human experience. Like because of these different rules or these different labels or whatever you want to call it, like limitations or something. But there's something about the human experience that, as human beings, we want to try pot and cocaine and
and the other thing is people have the desire to control. Right? I don't like cocaine. I don't want you to do cocaine. Yeah. Instead of saying, I don't like cocaine, it's not for me, but do you? No, a lot of people cannot do that. They are incapable.
I feel like that with the people that don't like LGBTQ. They're the people that can't actually express.
It's the shadow.
It's the shadow. Like it's like
I can't be this openly, so
no
fuck
one
you.
can.
You can't do
no
it.
one can.
Yeah, I've had to be repressed, so you should be repressed as well. Or I've been conditioned to believe this stuff from this tiny little box that I live in, and you should live in this box
little box
with me
too. Right.
And that right there is why I grew up hating religion.
It's true. It's so interesting because I didn't. I grew up in the religion, and I don't think I had realized how much I was conditioned to do certain things. Like I mentioned, dating. Even I don't think I've ever had a really good experience in dating, but I forced myself to believe that I had to date when I don't really have to.
And I think that's the mentality of our age.
Because
the kids nowadays, they don't feel like they have to date.
And I love, and that is one thing that I have stood back and loved, that our kids are smarter than us. Because let me tell you, my kids have helped me decenter my parents, have helped me deconstruct a lot of the damage that religion and politics and being socialized certain ways and all these different things did, and have just really helped me, like, not to be rude, but not give a shit about what people think I should be doing, and actually do what feels right to me, because at the end of the day, people are going to judge me regardless of what I do. Like, even with being an entrepreneur, there's a lot of judgment that comes with
because we don't want to hold regular 8 to 5 jobs.
Because what's wrong with you? You are smart. You should have a good job.
So my son sent me this video from Pitbull. It was actually really good. And Pitbull was talking about how he's like, when you're a kid, think about it. He's like, when you're a kid and you can't walk, like everyone around you is encouraging you, like, come on, you can do it, yeah. And they're like super happy for you once you start walking. But like once you become an adult, that ends. Like you're like, I'm gonna start my own business. And people are like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Like I don't know if you should do that.
I want to be a writer when I grow up.
Writers don't make any money.
Exactly.
Do you know any?
Yeah.
Well, no, but I know they don't make any money.
You're right. Right.
Do you really?
Like the encouragement stops when you're an adult.
It does.
Well, and the other thing I've been kind of learning is I probably am somewhat on the spectrum. I probably am somewhere on one of those spectrums. Now getting evaluated as an adult has proved extremely difficult. But even like I was joking with my friend one day and I was like, I don't know, I think I'm on the spectrum. And she's a mental health therapist. She's like, yeah, I think so too. I see it. And I was like, kind of like,
oh, you were supposed to say no, honey. You're fine.
But sad about it at the same time. Because, like, but I didn't want to be. But there's nothing wrong with it.
Have you read the book Cassandra in Reverse?
Also, to think that there's something wrong with being on the spectrum.
The other side of that, though, too, is I feel like, because everyone's on this, it's a spectrum. Everyone's on it. Like,
somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
but they want to sell you drugs now.
Yeah.
That's the big... so everyone's like autistic now. So they go, oh, you're autistic. Here, take these drugs now. You know what I mean? Like they want to get you on medications.
Everything.
They can fucking sell you.
It's definitely.
That's where with my daughter anyway. I'll shut up after this. But like she got pushed into that, and the other day she was like, I stopped taking this med. I was like, thank God.
Good.
Like,
I know. I'm so proud of your kids.
Yeah.
Your kids
I have an issue with medication too.
Yeah,
I try to not talk about it because I have such a negative opinion and I've had, and it's been based off the horrible freaking experiences that I've had with American healthcare.
It's
terrible. It's terrible.
I've absolutely understood more and more why people are tourists for healthcare, for dental care. I just feel like
I want to go to Turkey and do that.
You know what? I was thinking Thailand.
Turkey.
Somebody said the Philippines is even cheaper than Thailand.
I want to just go to Turkey. I just want to go, and they did. I
just want us to fix our goddamn system so we don't have to do that.
I mean, that would be so. I'm so glad
there's
you brought
an
that
idea
up. Because we were talking about that comment I made, right? I made a comment on a post where somebody was talking about how Aldi's going to do this really great deal for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
And I made a comment that Aldi's taking better care of us than our government. And I'm getting some mixed responses. Some people are really angry, and one person went as far as to say that it's not the government's job to take care of us. So what is your guys' opinion on that statement? What do you consider the government's job?
Tell that to the fucking roads and schools and libraries and police departments.
Right.
But also like people have been trained to be afraid of socialism. And they don't even know what it really is.
Well, and what's hilarious is the people that benefit from socialism the most, and I'm sorry, I'm going to say the way it comes out, so please don't take it personally. Most white people hate food stamps, but they get business grants.
But even
most white,
you're right.
You're right.
A lot of, and not just white socialism people, Republicans in general,
socialism for the rich. But also
people
also don't understand that socialism is just us collectively pooling our money for things we all need and use.
Well, they don't know the rules of money.
And roads and fucking police
because
and fire
having money
departments
requires you to be generous and to do certain things. It's a responsibility.
It's good and bad. Like my kids live in Germany, man, and they have like a 40% tax. They only bring home 60% of what they make.
We're pretty close to there too.
But then you don't pay.
But you don't pay for college. You don't pay
$3,000 a month to eat.
The healthcare. My kid's been able to have healthcare galore.
Right.
Like way bigger healthcare. Better healthcare.
This girl I used to work with, Eliza. She was like a right wing, like Republican kind of conservative woman. Like older kind of teacher type, and she told me straight up, she's like, I used to be against public health care until I lived in Korea, and I got sick there, and they took complete care of me until I was better, and I paid like almost nothing for it, and then I realized like, wow, our system is so flawed, because it's like the way insurance works is it's a giant pool where the young healthy people subsidize the old sick. And it's like, that's just how it works. And so if we all were part of that pool
Right.
together as a country, it fucking just makes it just massive.
It works, right.
And that's what people don't understand, that like single payer healthcare doesn't mean that like the doctors make less. It just means that instead of healthcare companies paying their bill, the government pays it. Like doctors and nurses will still make the same amount
of
like,
money.
It's
Right,
just
right,
the
right,
difference.
right.
Is a single payer.
It's just where the money's coming from, right? Right. No.
And who's writing the checks. And honestly, our government should be writing the checks.
Right.
Totally.
They should be taking care of us. We should have some type of health care. We should have some type
We
of
weren't going to talk about
systems in
politics.
I know.
place.
We're going down politics
Yeah.
road.
Oh,
I'm like,
that's
oh no, oh
right.
no.
It's
But
no good
anyways,
plan. Sorry.
It is so true.
No,
I
it's good for
agree.
you.
You're right.
Thank you,
No,
Dustin.
I'm glad.
I know, we appreciate
I'm
you
the
keeping
last
us on
person to
track.
ever stop that.
I know, that's why I'm like, yeah.
No, but I'm glad you did.
It's like a red letter day, man. No.
But also,
Because we're going off track and we wanted to talk about
the
driving.
point of all that though too is to just seal it all off is like, I hate the idea that we're like this moral Christian people, but
I
that like
do.
you get to die if you can't afford a doctor. Like that's just
and
ridiculous.
that's your own fault.
Yeah,
And that is
totally.
just crazy.
No one
So-
should die because they can't afford
healthcare. No, I totally agree.
a doctor.
Well, and I think it's like a
Even if they're
hidden
illegal.
cost, right? We were talking about the hidden costs of driving.
Yeah.
I think that's a hidden
Yeah.
cost of being
Oh, yeah.
so
Wear and tear on your car.
capitalistic with our healthcare systems. People are literally dying.
No, it's
Did you see the video I sent you this morning on TikTok?
No, I
So,
saw that you sent it. I just
There's
have not opened TikTok
this
today.
Chinese like professor guy, so everyone's like, oh, it's communism, blah blah blah.
Oh.
But he's like, this is why American healthcare is so expensive, and he has this graph of like what like actual healthcare
Okay.
costs versus administrative costs,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like,
Oh,
you're
wow.
basically paying a bunch of people who do nothing. Like that's the problem with so many things in this country is
Yep.
they're a jobs program. The military is
Yep, 100%.
not to get too political again, but the military is another good example where, sure, we need a military, and I'm not saying I'm not anti-military, but like there's all this like bloat in there now that's just a bunch of people sucking up money because they're there already,
That's
you know, and it's like that's how our healthcare system.
And also
is.
speaking of socialism.
But that's also our
Military.
political scene, because how many
It's
of those
everything.
politicians are in their 80s and refuse to
Yeah,
give up their
that's terrible.
seats? And that's just awful.
Congress
because
needs term limits.
not only are these people that are completely out of touch with the cost of living, out of touch with what people
Yeah.
want, running our country, they're doing so in a manner that benefits them and their
Totally.
friends, which is what we've
Insider
sat
trading.
back and
Yeah.
allowed them to do, and it is
That's true.
interesting to watch.
It's totally. No,
And
I
I'm
totally
full.
agree.
Yeah, I'm just glad too that I think people are getting out of that like Democrat versus Republican, left versus right
Oh,
mindset
absolutely.
because we have a lot of the same fucking.
Well, at the end of the day, we all want the same
Yeah.
thing.
Well, and
Yeah.
two, people are getting out of that blind, I'm going to get a job and work 9 to 5 mentality. And that's what has really these corporations so upset too. And they're saying people don't want to work. And the reality is
They totally
they're
do.
absolutely out here working very, very hard. But most of them have shifted toward entrepreneurship because having these jobs is becoming soul sucking.
Yeah.
Because these people are so angry
And they don't
so
pay you enough.
They don't
miserable,
pay.
and
There's
you're
not a
not
living
getting
wage.
paid.
It's-
But there's no wage that is okay to be disrespected. Like you
Yeah.
can't
Amen.
say, "Hey, you're gonna be
Amen.
spit on and cussed out all day. How much are you willing to take?" I can't give you a number.
I don't know.
No,
Absolutely.
agreed. I totally agree.
I think
I
if you
totally
paid me
agree.
$500K a year, I'd like go ahead, spit all you want on me.
No, I don't know. But you know, it depends.
That's a lot
on,
of fuck you money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. $500K a year. All right. I'm like, no. Now
Yeah,
you're
but
talking
most
about
of these jobs that spit on you the most want to give you $15 an hour.
Well, so
and call it a living wage.
to go
and
to
you can't even rent with that.
And so to go to AI, it's crazy. Like I've been watching this shit on TikTok recently because music is my thing, and this guy does these TikToks. There's this app called Suno, and this guy he like plays a song on a guitar into his phone and then presses a button, and within 10 seconds it comes out as a produced track
Oh wow.
with drums and backup vocals and
Wow.
everything.
Wow.
And I'm like, so, you know, there's a pilot driving it. Like the AI isn't coming up with this on its own, but that like to me, I'm like, my brain went crazy because I'm like, holy shit, I could like sit on my couch and like write riffs and like have a produced song
You're good.
in like that I can post on fucking, you know, whatever. I'm like,
No,
that's
true.
crazy for me.
My husband loves that AI music. He has that channel.
Well, but here's
on,
the thing.
One of the,
Here's the thing, though. It's not AI music. it's like, because this guy's writing the song. Like,
yeah, because AI can't create.
all the AI's doing is like enhancing it into a produced track.
I'm just saying there's an audience for it. My husband loves listening to it.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying?
and it's crazy too. Like what it basically does is it's a tool, much in the same way that like a DJ became like, you used to have to lug a bunch of records from spot to spot and spin them on a turntable. Then computers came along, they're files, and you can like manipulate them digitally, and it just makes life easier. And people are like, you're not really a DJ, and it's like, no, it's like saying you're not really making a phone call if you're not using a rotary phone.
Yeah,
you know, like
technology. You can't fight technology.
Yeah.
That's where AI. We can't fight it.
It is a terrifying thing, though.
Yes and no. I'm not terrified of AI. I'm terrified of bad people misusing AI.
It's going to take the driver job eventually too.
It's already doing that.
Yeah, Waymo's already exists.
Up and running. And the FTC is actually doing an inquiry on a few companies because of AI and how it is taking children. Because here's another thing: we don't know what impact AI is going to have on our kids, man.
No, true.
Because think about it. Right now, we have a generation of kids that really can't read and comprehend, which is unfortunate. Can't do math in their head.
They lost a year of schooling.
And they've lost several years of schooling.
Right.
Because, trying to wrangle these kids over Zoom was extremely challenging.
I can't imagine. Yeah, you had
my son straight up told me he failed. He failed.
I had so many people quit on me because I used to have to hire people to do it because I was working. And it was such a difficult thing for our kids. And now we take these kids that can't read very well, can't comprehend, don't have excellent social skills, and we give them this powerful tool. Yeah. And true. It's just kind of interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how they deal with it.
Yeah, and like...
Thank God our kids are smarter than us. Sorry.
I know.
My son during the COVID thing, he was like, because God bless him for being honest with me, but like he failed math the following year, and I was like, dude, why are you doing so poorly in math? And he's like, well, dude, to be honest, like during COVID we just shared our answers with each other over fucking Zoom.
You didn't really even learn.
Or like Discord, we would just send each other the answers. So he's like, I didn't really learn anything. Because we just fucking all cheated our way through fucking Zoom school.
Kids will be kids.
Yeah, dude. But at least he was honest about it. Yeah. And, he eventually graduated. I helped him graduate. But, like, yeah, it's like... And it's only going to get worse. Like, with South Park's been really good about, like, handling the whole AI thing. Like, the ChatGPT. Like, Randy's in bed talking to ChatGPT.
That's the funniest episode. It's hilarious. We're one behind.
Yeah, we got to watch the new one.
We need to watch the new one.
How long have we been on this thing?
Yeah, we might
about 40 minutes.
That was our goal.
It's almost noon.
So we could wrap it up. Yeah.
We can wind it down. But yeah, you should join us again sometime. Like we try to do it on Thursdays too. So.
Thursday mornings are he works all week, and then Thursday's like his downtime.
That's like my first day off.
His first day
for the
off.
Weekend.
Yeah, and then I usually walk. I've had some problems with my foot lately, but I usually walk from my house. It's like not even quite 10,000 steps. It's like 8,700 steps. Oh, nice. And then he just gives me a ride home.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I could take you home today if you want.
No, I brought my car this time.
Okay.
Yeah, because I was going to walk, but yeah, I got...
Jaden tried to take it and you were like, no.
No, no, she did. I was like, no, I'm going to go lift. They've got to have their bonus. I'm $180 short for my car payment in November. Because we're going out of town.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we're going to go to Mexico.
You guys are going to Mexico?
Yeah, we're going to be there for my birthday, Halloween, and Day of the Dead.
Ooh, how fun.
I know, I'm pretty stoked.
Ray's already mentally there.
Yeah, my husband is already there, dude. He built, our Sprinter van. He built it out as an RV.
Oh, that's not my fun.
Cool.
I should show you he sent me a picture of like a van by the beach like the other day. I was like, oh, you're already gone.
He's already gone. We got the bed yesterday, and it was the last. We had to cut it. It was like, because the way he built it up, it was like, I don't know, about this much too long to where we couldn't shut the back doors. And you know what I mean? So we took a big razor blade and cut it, and then like folded it and made it so like it's everything.
He's got a sick little custom system with a bathroom and a sink and everything.
Yeah. This is our first
running sink.
The maiden voyage of it. So we remember the Blooms and Blossoms music festival we did. We were supposed to take it then, but the CV joint ran out. It was in the shop, so we ended up not taking it. And then this is our main
Ray
course.
it's so funny. I was such a wide-eyed optimist on that. She was like, "Oh, you'll have it back in a week." Ray's
Me
like, "Dude,
too.
it's not going to be back."
Dude, I even called the guy.
It took like a month and a half. It took like 6 weeks for them to get it back.
Yeah, we made 2 car payments and still didn't get it back, man. It was such a bummer. But it's warranty work. We didn't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
But that is a downside to warranty work. Like, we weren't
Yeah.
priority. Like, if we'd been driving through from Minneapolis, we would have been like a priority person. But we're local.
Yeah.
It was warranty
They'll get to
work.
when they feel like it, basically.
Yeah, I'm sure they were just backed up, but
I'm in the same situation.
yeah,
My
makes
clutch
sense.
went out on my Honda. I'm so sad. So
that
sad.
does suck. I have a mechanic down in South Dallas. Do you have a
My
mechanic?
poor car. It's sitting in a mechanic shop. I'll have to tell you that story later.
We'll wrap
Well,
up
let's
today.
close it out.
Up today.
Thanks for joining
Episode
us.
3. We'll see
Like
you
and
guys
subscribe,
around.
all that good shit.
You
And
guys have
smash
we'll see,
that
pleasure to be here. Thanks
we'll
for
see
having
you
me
next
on.
time. Yeah, we'll have you back
Sounds good. Looking
with my
forward to
wrinkled
it.
ass forehead.